But we had 2-2 draw against Grantham Town. They had 10 men for the second half and obviously equalised really late on, so you must be feeling quite disappointed and frustrated.
Yeah, disappointed with the whole performance really, but they deserved to win, to be brutally honest. They're a decent side, and I said that before the game. I think they'll be, not far off top 6, if not in it. They're a good side, good players, and we didn't deal with that first half. We weren't close enough. Second half, huffed and puffed a little bit, but I'm pleased we've got a point. And I'm not going to dig the lads out, because some of them lads on that pitch were playing through injuries, and if you look at the list of players we've got unavailable, any team's going to struggle. So in a way, I'm really pleased with the point, and we just have to move on from it, learn from it, and look forward to next week.
Yeah, the second goal was quite scrappy, but the first one obviously coming from Robbie's misplaced pass, so 2 frustrating goals to concede as well.
Yeah, they set up, any team's going to set up, they could make it a 4 across midfield when they didn't have the ball, and they did that and forced us into a misplaced pass, and before you know it, giving penalty away. And then the second phase of play, which is, I think that's the 3rd, 4th time this season, so we've identified it, we just need to keep working on it. But fair play to them, they deserved 3 points, never mind 1. And again, performance-wise, in spells we did alright, but overall, not good enough to get any points. But so that's why I'm pleased with 1. The lads have put a shift in the last couple of weeks. Lads, again, I'll reiterate it, that people need to understand that some of these lads have to work for a living, and they come in here, we're carrying knocks and playing for Hebburn Town, so it's the support they need, and we've done everything we can to get probably 11 fit players out there today, so I'm proud of them in that sense, but we need to learn from it and move on.
Yeah, Amma was forced out the lineup with a knock, so obviously Hendo got his chance and he scored 2 in the second half, 2 quite different goals, so you must be relatively happy with his performance. Yeah,
we've not had Hendo available for a number of weeks through injury, suspension. Wayne, who's had to start again, he's been unavailable for 6 to 8 weeks properly anyway. Ollie Walters has just come back and then he's picked up another injury. Grovesy out, Amma, Ollie Martin. Reedy's carried on through an injury. So it's what it is. I'm pleased with a point with how the game panned out and what we had available. So we can just relax a little bit now. We've got the cup to look forward to on Saturday. Gives us a break from the league.
Yeah, you've just mentioned 3 lads coming back into the lineup, but obviously Ollie Walters going off injured, and you've just listed the amount of players who we've currently got on the injury table anyway, so just how are they looking? Are they near on return?
We'll just have to see on Saturday. I think, people that were in this room with me on Tuesday against Shildon, we had 5 players written down at 6:15, and then today was exactly the same. And they've done well, to be fair to them. The lads have done well. Take 4 points out of them 2 games. Performance, it goes out the window when you built all pre-season and the first few games on playing well and players in certain positions, and then you have to tear that apart and put round pegs in round holes and ask them to do jobs. So I'm pleased, and we'll look back at that and we'll learn a lot from that. I think even when we scored our second goal, we've still got to be that little bit braver and take control of the game, play a little bit. But that's the way the game went. That even with 10 men, they looked like they were going to score. So, happy with a point.
Yeah, and back in the FA Trophy on Saturday, up against a team from the league above in Morton Town, who knocked us out of last year's competition. So that should be another good challenge.
Yeah, I'm hoping we can get at least 1 or 2 back for Saturday and have a real go at them. The aim to stay unbeaten at home, and we've done that today. So on Saturday, it's a big game. They're a good side. They've been in the playoffs every season for the last 3 or 4. So it'll be a tough old game, and we need to stand up and give it a real go. So hopefully we've got 1 or 2 lads back from injury, but we won't risk them because we can't afford to. is what it is. If lads aren't available, we just have the other lads have to take the chance.